boy Alert back to you again with another video, and today you guys will bring y'all some more heat. We are currently in the rounds playbook right now, boys. If you enjoyed the content and like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit a like on this video, and let's run this thing up. And also, if y'all want to see me do more formations and more plays out of this formation, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. But today, boys, we are going to be attacking cover 2 man, basically every single man coverage in the game. I'm going to be showing y'all that here today. Out of the rounds playbook. So the play that we're actually going to be running in today's video is going to be the post corner read. So what you want to go ahead and do, anytime somebody comes out in man coverage, we are going to run it against cover 1 Robert press first, just to show you guys. So what you want to go ahead and do first, boys, you want to go ahead and motion your A receiver over. And then after that, there's two setups that you can go ahead and do out of this play. I'm going to show you that here. The first one that you must do is put X on a flat route. That is going to allow A to get a lot more separation. We left it the same. A wouldn't get as much separation. Then you want to go ahead and put Y on a drag. Now, after these two adjustments, you can basically run the play as is if you would like. And if you pay attention, A is basically going to be wide open, just like that every single time. Depending on if you have somebody fast and if you get a rack animation, you can take this for a touchdown. Now, if we go ahead and look at the instant replay, boys, you see that this cornerback presses the wrong person initially. So he's basically pressing him because he's the closest to him, even though his assignment is actually 12. He goes over and presses Cooper Kupp, and this allows number 10 Van Jefferson, I believe, to go ahead and get a free release. Basically, nobody is covering him initially, and this is basically going to allow him to get a ton of yards after catching even possibly a touchdown. So let's go ahead and run this back really quick, boys, just so I can show y'all again that this works. Now I'm going to be showing y'all a second setup for this play as well. So go ahead and put X on a flat route. Go ahead and put the wide receiver on a drag. As you can see, A is going to get a free separation. You just want to go ahead and lead it upfield. And depending on the animation, just like that, go ahead and take that thing for a touchdown. Now showing the second setup out of this formation as well, boys, real quick. You can also, depending on the coverage, if it's cover 2 man, I'm going to show you that in a second. I like to actually streak the wide receiver, then put the X receiver on a flat route. The reason being, having Y on that streak, it basically just opens up A lot more. You can run this against every single man coverage. It doesn't matter. A is going to basically clear, that streak is basically going to clear everybody out for you. But the reason that I run that streak, like I was saying, I mainly run it when I'm playing against cover 2. Other than that, I typically don't really streak my receiver because I like to have him on that drag route for a check down option. But go ahead and run it one more time for you guys. Then we're going to run it out of the cover 2. Go ahead and streak your wide receiver. Put him on a flat route. And then boom. Those are the only things that you really need to do with this play. I'm going to go ahead and possession catch that one. Just get down really quick. But that's all you really got to do, boys. It's nothing too complicated. It's a pretty simple setup. So let's go ahead and run this against a cover 2 so y'all know that this works. Basically, this is going to be working against every press man concept in the game. The only one that won't work against is the nickel, where people can put safeties at the linebacker spot because they don't initially really press. And I'll show y'all that formation too on the defensive side of the ball if I can find it. So basically, like a nickel like this, like the nickel 2-4, something like this, it won't always necessarily work. Like it will work, but it won't necessarily work because the safeties are going to cover that slot receiver. So you can run it and definitely make it work, and he will get some separation depending on the receiver and if he has a route technician. But I'm just saying it's not going to work the best. So if we go ahead, run this out of the cover 2 man really quick. And an example, like I was saying, go ahead and motion your A receiver over, boys. Go ahead and put that wide receiver on a streak. Go ahead and put your X receiver on that flat route. And just like this, it's going to get the same exact separation, just like that. And boom, if you have a fast enough receiver, that's liable to be taken for a touchdown. Now, other setups out of this formation as well, if your opponent starts and goes and starts using it over there for some reason, if you're spamming the play a lot, all you got to do, go ahead, put your tight end on a Z route, put your B receiver on a streak. Now you have your tight end on that Z route, and the majority of the time he will get open on that Z route for the majority of the time. Also, if you feel like what exactly just happened with us with the tight end just now, you can always just do the same exact setups that you did on this left hand side, and then go ahead and put him on a Z route and go ahead and put B on a slant. Now this may cause you to get a little bit more separation with B, and also you still have that zig route as an option as well. But this is the reason why I like to personally have that drag route. If we go ahead and motion this receiver over again, put him on basically a flat route, put Y on a drag route, and go ahead and streak the tight end and put your B receiver on a slant. Now you have your Y receiver on that drag route, and then you also still have your B receiver for those check down options if need be. But basically, this is gonna destroy every single man coverage, especially if somebody is blitzing you and you are able to get it off. It's basically gonna be an automatic touchdown, boys. Now, just to show you guys what I was saying about the nickel packages and how it works, go ahead and show you guys that really quick too. If we go ahead and run like a nickel cover 2 man really quick, something like nickel cover 2. So if we go ahead, same as that adjustments. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but it won't necessarily work the same. So if we go ahead and do that just like this, we're just gonna do our setup just like that. As you can see, he still gets open, but a lot of the times in these nickel formations, they do cover it a lot better depending on the situation. So just to warn you guys, basically this beats every single man coverage, but just throw it out there, the nickel one will cover it a little bit better than the other plays out there. So if we go ahead, this time he actually gets played just like I said, so you want to go ahead and take that slant. But that's what I'm saying. As y'all can see, the coverage is a lot better, but basically every other coverage other than that, it doesn't matter if it's dime, dollar, that corner route is basically going to cook for basically a one-play touchdown, depending on the situation and everything. And just like I was saying, I actually messed it up, but just like I was saying, that's kind of the reason why I like to have that drag route. I would actually make that drag route a slant, but if you go ahead and make that drag route a slant, it for some reason it will not get the same separation. With that A receiver, for some reason he won't get a free release. So that's kind of why I leave it as a drag route. So we go ahead and put it on a slant. He kind of bumps him a little bit, but as y'all can see, it's not enough for us to really fit it in there. We kind of threw that one in coverage, but we got away with that. So the setup, the final setup that I was basically tell you guys to go ahead and run, and if you want to, sometimes the B receiver gets open if you have a route tech guy just like that. And this formation just has so much to it. But go ahead and just motion the same guy over. But what I'll typically do is just put RB on the street. If you want to just go for home run plays, this is what you want to do. You want to be looking for A or B. Basically, if B is going to get open. If he has a route tech, as y'all can see, he got some separation, but not a ton. You kind of want to have your best receiver in that spot. Like if we put a Cooper Kupp right there, that would be a good situation to go ahead and put Cooper Kupp in. Also, you could put your B receiver on an out route and try to get in the cornerback's way just a little bit, and try to get your B receiver a little bit more separation. As you can see, this time he got a lot more separation, but the safety was there, and the tight end usually takes that safety away. But as y'all can see, the tight end did help on the initial route. But boys, for the final setup, like I was saying, this would be my initial setup. This is the way that I typically run it. I just go ahead and put Y on the street like that. That's the best setup in my opinion. Then what I would go ahead and do, I typically put the tight end on a zig route, and also I typically put the guy on the slant just like this, or I'll even put him on an in route sometimes just like that. So it just kind of depends what your opponent is doing, just like that. And I'll go ahead and hit the tight end, especially if you have a fast tight end. But boys, this is going to conclude the video, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to see me break down more things out of the Rams formation and playbook, let me know. I basically broke down every single play out of the Lions playbook, so that's kind of why I'm trying to steer away from that a little bit more. But you never know, if I find some more heat, I'll definitely drop it for y'all boys. But it's your boy Lurt. I love y'all boys, and y'all have a great day.